Welcome to the channel, guys. Compliments of the season from me to you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So, you guys, I have gist for you. So, I went somewhere yesterday. My husband, and Louis, we went out. So, there's somebody I saw. Last time I saw them was before we got married. And when we had to exchange pleasantries, she's like, how are you? And I don't even think she asked me, how am I? She asked me, where una pikin? Where una pikin? For those who don't understand pidgin, where una pikin is where is your child? So let me assume that she asked that question out of excitement. So I'm like, Louis. I'm like, Lou, come. And Lou was running around. So Lou came and she was like, where the second one? Okay, oh, no, sorry. Before Louis came, she said, we're not supposed to born like two now. And I was just smiling. I was like, no, look at him. And Louis came around and she was like, Lou, and she was like, hey, fine boy. And Louis was just still running around, She was like, you supposed to born second one, no? I'm like, they come. And she's like, oh yeah, now do quick, do quick, do quick. I was like, I will. And all the while I was smiling. All the while I was smiling. Now the thing is, it just really got me thinking. And when my husband came around, I was like telling him that, see what this person said, and he just smiled because I think we've had that conversation over and over. So it's not something I just heard for the first time. So when I told him about it, he just, you know, it was not a conversation we're going to have again because it's something I always get. You guys get what I'm saying? And now this is Louis, who is 2 years, 6 months. Yeah, this is December, so Louis is 2 years, 6 months. So, and I get these questions a lot, and it just really got me thinking. I wasn't angry, trust me. I don't pass. I This thing never gets me angry, it just gets me thinking most times. I was just thinking about how this is festive season and people are traveling to meet family, for occasions and all those things, and they will just be with people who they haven't seen in a while. And I was just thinking how this whole matter of childbirth, of a lot of things are going to be an issue, because you see somebody who hasn't seen you in years. You never born. Then if I have Louis and I get these questions about when I'm going to give people a second child, and I see how my ovaries are of interest to people, then I just begin to my heart really just goes out to those people who have been struggling for years and don't have a child. And I can just begin to imagine how hard holiday season will be for them, because they know that if they travel to the village, if they travel to maybe for family occasion, you're going to ask them why they haven't had the baby. You're going to ask them about their fertility status. All those questions will come from you. This is a trigger for a lot of people. So there are people who are actually right now thinking of, how am I going to survive this festive season? There are a lot of things people are going to ask them. There are those people that are actually very worried to travel back home because they know that you are going to question their marital status. You are not married though. Your mate just got married yesterday. This one just got married. You remind them how many weddings of their secondary school classmates you've gone to in the past 6 months. You remind them how many child dedications you have gone to. People have just been dedicating their children this end of the year, and you remind them. You tell them how all their mates are married. You will tell them how their mates got this big job in this big multinational company. And I when I think about it, I want to be nice and say that maybe it's coming from a good place. But when it comes to people's fertility or marital status, trust me that if they felt like they wanted you to know, they would share it with you. Now, somebody who, for instance, is trying to conceive, do you think that it is in your mind more than it is in their own mind? Do you get what I'm saying? So maybe this holiday was the break they needed to stop thinking about how husband has not come, to stop thinking about how they have not seen that wife they want to marry, to stop thinking about how they've not had those children they want to have. You understand? This is probably the time they want to just relax. But every time you see them in the morning, your nose is bigger this morning, no. Your face is rounder this morning, no. And you say that it's from a good, I don't think it's from a good place. I think you are just being unnecessarily curious, and you shouldn't be. If somebody is trying to conceive for any reason and they wanted to share with you, or they felt like you would help them in any way, they would. You'll be talking to them naturally, they will bring up the topic because probably they feel comfortable enough to share that information with you. But if they don't, then what you do is respect their decision. If it bothers you so much that your friend is not married, your friend doesn't have a child, your friend does not have a job, pray for them. If it's a job you think that they need, if you see any job openings, you can send them on WhatsApp, send them a link. Oh, apply for this job. That's how you show that you care. Some of you, you see somebody, the first greeting, ah, you've added weight too. Oh, you lost weight too much. This weight loss does not look good on you. Hey, Chimo. You guys know that as a plus size person, one thing that shocked me in my adult life is the fact that people who are actually slim are being body shamed too. I didn't know that. I'm sorry, you guys. I did not know that. I think just yesterday I saw a video on Instagram of a bride who was dancing on her traditional marriage day, beautifully looking. And almost all the comments in the comment section was, ah, you don't know what fits your body type. Don't wear this. So you are too skinny. So I'm like, So skinny man a problem again. Because all my life I actually thought that it was just being big that was the issue. See that people that are actually slim are being body shamed too, or their size is being questioned. It just made me wonder, like, what is the perfect body size? Because it's like there are people who have the perfect scale and the perfect tape to measure and say, okay, you're perfect now, don't lose weight, perfect now, don't add weight. Unsolicited advice. You don't even know if somebody was sick before they had to make that trip, and the moment they see you, you are, you've lost weight though. Why are you looking like this? The moment, you gained weight though. Are you pregnant? You gained weight though. Ah ah. And I'm sure that person had a mirror before they left the house. I'm also sure that person has clothes that they wore and they know that they gained weight or not. But people actually want to lose weight. Some people actually want to gain weight. Some people didn't want to gain that weight and they gained it. So it's like an insecurity to them right now. So imagine the first thing you do when you see them is heighten or exaggerate that insecurity. Or somebody who didn't want to lose weight and is struggling to add more weight, and the person has lost weight more than they wanted to. And the first thing you see is, "Nne, require, eh? Are you eating?" That's the first thing you ask them. Come and give the person food to eat. All those questions, you don't need to do that. A lot of people are really scared of going back home this period. A lot of people are actually scared of going to family gatherings this period because of all these unnecessary questions. Trust me, you guys think this is a joke, and a lot of people feel like it's a normal thing that would happen. And I feel like if I have trained myself to the point where up to 80%, I'm not a perfect human being, so let me say 80% of the time, I will not ask you unsolicited questions. I won't give you unsolicited advice. I won't ask you if you're pregnant. I won't ask you if you're trying to lose weight. I won't ask you if you're trying to do anything. I feel like if you wanted me to know, you would tell me, especially if I know our relationship. You understand? If I think I have trained myself to that point where I don't ask people those kind of questions, I don't give people those kind of weird remarks, then that means you can do it too. We can all do it. It just takes one decision that, okay, I don't want to be asking people questions. Oh, my friend is trying to conceive. How about every time I see her, we're not talking about trying to conceive. Oh, my friend is trying to lose weight. How about every time I see her, I'm not talking about how the weight loss is not working. Oh, my friend is trying to get married. How about every time I see them, I'm not asking them what happened to the last tutor. If they wanted that to be discussed at that time, they would bring it up most of the time. Let it be at the back of your mind that people sometimes want to breathe from whatever is bothering them. And most times when you are asking those questions, you and I know that you are just looking for gist. Most times you're not doing it from a place of care. You just want to know updates. And just imagine your update being what will hurt somebody or what will trigger somebody this beautiful season where we should all be celebrating. You guys, please share with me in the comment section and let me know if you've had this kind of experience where people asked you questions that were a trigger to you or made funny remarks in the name of complimenting you. Let me know in the comment section. And in this season, if there's something that you need to know that if you don't have any positive compliments to give to somebody, please keep the compliments to yourself. It's that easy. I hope that you learned something from this video. I hope that this video helps you to bridle your tongue, to talk better, to be more sensitive with your words and your actions in this very joyful season. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like it, please share, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. I'm going to see you in my next video. Until then, stay safe and be kind. Merry Christmas.